Welcome back. Prophets, Pyramids, and Paños. That's the name of the new production by composer Nathan Felix that showcases an array of local talent that will come together to create a surrealistic musical world at the National Hispanic Cultural Center. To tell us more about the production, we are joined by composer Nathan Felix and singer Curtis Storm. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Nathan, tell us a little bit more about this immersive opera.
So the immersive opera is part of the entire event, Prophets, Pyramids, and Paños, which is about 2 hours of different artists that are local to here, performing all over the cultural center. On top of the pyramid, far right east corner, and the audience explores throughout these 2 hours. Then it all culminates in the finale, which is my immersive opera called The Paños Prophecy, featuring Curtis Storm and a bunch of other opera singers here locally. And it's an immersive opera where it's in the museum and the audience can follow along the narrative and the music comes this close to them, and it's a lot of fun.
Very cool. Now, Curtis, tell me, as a singer, how is this different, performing in an immersive opera different than on a normal stage?
Well, it's the proximity to the audience is probably the big one. In a kind of normal performance setting, there's the stage, and the audience is kind of sitting, kind of watching it, almost similar to being on TV kind of situation. But in an immersive setting, the audience is kind of transported inside the show in a way, and so instead of kind of watching it, they're almost in witness of it, which is kind of a cool thing.
Kind of part of it.
Yeah.
Nathan, tell us a little bit more about the story, the Paños Prophecy.
Sure. So the story is inspired by the Rudy Padilla collection that's currently at the museum in the Cultural Center. And it's about an incarcerated individual who is freed after 20 years, and it's the first time he gets to meet his daughter. But like every opera has to be dramatic, so things go awry, and things in the world 20 years later are not as he thought it would be. So we follow his journey in sort of acclimating to the new world.
How long have you guys been working on this?
Well, we
started on Sunday.
Okay.
And this comes together pretty quickly. And so Sunday, Monday, tonight, Friday, and then the show's on Saturday.
Okay, so a quick production, lots of work going into it.
Absolutely.
In 1 week.
In 1 week, yeah. Composed over the summer, though.
Okay.
So.
And you said it's this Saturday.
Yeah.
At the National Hispanic Cultural Center?
Correct.
Okay, and what time?
So it's 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. is the entire event, and the opera premieres at 3. And there's signs all over, where the audience can come and see all the different artists in the different locations. And I hope they just come and enjoy this exploratory event.
What else can they see ahead of the opera?
Sure. So we have, for instance, an artist, Randall Holt, playing cello out of an amplifier on top of the pyramid. Wow. Over the entire plaza. And we have like experimental percussionists. We have, a horn player, Nicholas Frank, playing out of amplification, again, like in a different part of the gallery. And it's going to be a lot of cacophony, a lot of sound everywhere. And I think it'll be fun for people of all ages, just to see classical and jazz and sound music and in a different setting.
Will they also be able to see the exhibits on display?
Yes, and that's also, we hope that they also enjoy the exhibit during the opera at 3. They'll see the Rudy Padilla Paños exhibition as the backdrop to our opera.
Perfect. Thanks again, you guys, so much for being here this morning. If you guys would like to go check it out, you can find all of the information on our website. That's always on KRQE.com. We'll toss things to meteorologist Erica Meyer for a final check on our forecast.